Maritime. There are fears this morning the world is back to square one on the war between the US and Iran, with missiles once again firing back and forth and doubts building over the freedom of travel within the Strait of Hormuz. In the past 24 hours, the US has fired upon more than 140 targets across Iran, while Tehran has attacked several US targets across the Gulf. Joining us now is Dr. Ian Ralby, a leading maritime security expert, to try and work out what on earth is going on. Are we back to square one?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're on the downward part of this cycle that keeps repeating, and it's been happening over and over again, where we see an escalation on one side, an escalation in retaliation, a de-escalation on one side, a de-escalation in response, some kind of bold announcement that everything's great, and then a return to the same cycle. But it's been a grim weekend for many in the region, as both sides of the strait have been bombed extensively. And as we've heard, several seafarers have been hit, and one was actually lost at sea for a while, fortunately has been rescued. But it's not a good week for many in the region right now. So
Iran says the strait is closed. The White House says it's opened. Who do we believe?
Well, I think we have to spend a lot of time divorcing rhetoric from reality. And this whole situation has been governed by narratives. But the reality on the water is that the ships aren't going through. There have been, at one point, 3 corridors, one through the north in Iran, one through the south governed by Americans, and one through the south governed by the International Maritime Organization and Oman. All 3 are functionally closed at the moment. The Iranians have demonstrated an ability to attack the ships that try to go through that southern corridor. And it's made ship owners who really don't care about politics or rhetoric realize that, you know what, if we're going to get attacked, it's better to go through the north. Yeah. And the Iranians, as a result of this upsurge in attacks on their territory, have closed that route as well. So everything is pretty much at a standstill right now, which is not good news for the economy. Okay. I don't mean to be a harbinger of terrible news on Monday morning, but it's not a good picture.
Yeah, so are there still hundreds of ships waiting, or are they taking the long way around? And how is this impacting fuel stocks in Australia in the next few weeks and months?
Yeah, so it's a good question, because we're not entirely sure. The numbers have been very controversial as well. And again, it's hard to know who to trust. At the moment, trust no one and focus on the actual figures. The reality is that the fuel stocks, the reserves, have been depleted. We have been tapping into them for months now. And with this decrease in the flow of about 20% of the world's energy supply, we have to get concerned again that we're going to see a loss of supply able to make it to certain markets, including the Australian market and the Asian markets, and that isn't good news. But the price as well is likely to shoot up. We're on Sunday night here in the United States. It's Monday morning there. Sometime in the next 24 hours, we're likely to see how the markets are really going to react to this news. But unlike normal situations where we focus more on the barrel counters, the forecasters have been listening a lot to the President of the United States, and so we'll see who they choose this week.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ralby. Here's Sherbo.